Hello children, before starting this topic, you should know the meaning of AM and PM. So you have been seen AM or PM with the time since childhood, but never you have thought that what is its meaning. So why we write PM after 12 o'clock in the daytime and in the night after 12 o'clock we write AM. So first AM is the abbreviation of anti-meridian. These are the Latin words. Its meaning is anti-meridian AM and PM. What is the meaning of PM? Its meaning is before noon. The same way PM is the abbreviation of post-meridian. Its meaning is afternoon. Children, you will learn about how longitudes helps us to determine the time at a place. I will start this topic with an example. Ram was traveling to New York to meet his friend Shyam. His flight has left Delhi at Friday 9:30 a.m. His flight took exactly 24 hours to reach New York from Delhi. Once he reached New York, he was sure he left Delhi at 9:30 a.m. Friday. After 24 hours, so he thought it would be 9:30 a.m. Saturday in New York. But Shyam showed the clock. It was 9:30 a.m. Friday in New York. Ram was very amazed. How it can be possible? It took 24 hours to reach New York. So here two cities followed different time zone. Why they have different time zones? See children, Earth rotates continuously from west to east around the sun. So during this rotation, different places see different amount of sunlight. Suppose we have one time zone 12 p.m. in one side in the morning, and if it would be 12 p.m. on the other side night, it will give us confusion. It will be not convenient to us. We are having universal time zone. So we follow time accuracy according to the movement of the earth. So in a daytime we have 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 5 p.m. it starts evening, 11 p.m. in the night. Then after that again at the night after 12 it starts a.m. So this is the schedule which we followed by all over the world. That is why we all have different time zones. According to their day and night time, they have their clock running. So how we will decide which places will have what time zone, and we will decide with this with the help of longitudes. So what are the standard meridians, children? Here first we are knowing that we are having 360-degree meridians on the map or on our earth planet. So these standard meridians will decide which country will follow what time zone. Now let's understand how it works. So from all 360 meridians, 180 degree east and the other 180 degree in the west, all meridians. So 24 meridians we have marked as standard meridians. So now what are the standard meridians? Take prime meridian as 0 degree. Then the longitudes at the 15 degree of intervals are called the standard meridians. All these lines are standard meridians and the difference between them are 15 degrees. These all 24 meridians on our planet of Earth. Now they help us in deciding the time zone. If we rotate on the if we will flatten on this all one piece of paper, then it will be look like this. So this is the prime meridian which passes near the Royal Observatory, Greenwich, England. So it defined as the 0 degree. As we move eastward from prime meridian, with every meridian we have addition of 1 hour, and if it is 12 noon at the prime meridian, we go to the first meridian in the east side, hence it will be the 1 o'clock there. So 1 hour will be added in there. If we move west side that area, then 1 hour will be decreasing. So if 12 noon is here, then the area will have a 12 a.m. and similarly 1 hour will be keep on decreasing. Eastmost point is at 180 degree. Why we have keep 1 hour keep on increasing in east? Because our earth moves from west to east and east side gets first sunrises. These areas will have morning first. Slowly as you move west side, time will decrease. The earth rotates, sun position is changing according to that. As a result, their clock position is changing accordingly. So we can also calculate time with the mathematically. See children, now we know that scientists divided the earth in 24 sections in time zone. So we have 24 standard meridians. So we have 360 meridians on our globe totally. But we takes 24 hours to complete one rotation of 360 degree as per our 24 meridians. So this means that earth spins 15 degree. If you will divide the 360 meridians by 24, then we will get 15 degree in 1 hour. So earth spins 15 degree, it takes 1 hour. But if we will calculate 1 degree, how earth takes time in 1 degree to move, it takes 4 minutes. So 15 degree takes 1 hour, means 60 minutes. Earth takes 15 degree in 60 minutes to move. 1 degree it takes 4 minutes. So 1 meridian is equal to 4 minutes. So earth moves 1 degree in 4 minutes. So we have 24 standard meridians. If we take 0 degree meridian, then the longitude at 15 degree intervals are called the standard meridian in the east side, and it will decrease in the west side. So how we can calculate time according to that, children? Here, if we are having 12 o'clock, 12 noon in our prime meridian, then what would be the time in the next 15 interval in the east side? It would be the 1 o'clock noon PM. And if we will go back to the western side, then what would be the time in the 15 intervals there? After that it would decrease, it keep on decreasing 1 hour in the west side, then their time would be 11 AM. With that method we can calculate time of the each country and each city. See children, we are learning how we can calculate time with the reference of all different longitudes. See children, first you have to understand the earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation of 360 degree. This means that the earth spins 360 degree by 24, 15 degree in 1 hour, or 1 degree in 4 minutes. So therefore a place 1 degree east of another place will have sunrise 4 minutes earlier. Thus, each longitude had its own time, which is called the local time of that place. So, you have to remember this all. Earth takes 1 degree to rotate 4 minutes. Okay, so now how we can calculate time? So if the Greenwich time is 12 PM, then what would be the time here in the 4 degree west and in the 4 degree east? As we know that in the east side we always add the time and in the west side we always reduce the hours. So here if the time has given in Greenwich time it is a 12 PM, then what would be the time in the 12 degree west? So how we can calculate? 1 degree earth moves, it takes 4 minutes. So as 4 degree, 4 into 4, 60 minutes. So how we can calculate time? See children, we have to add hours into hours and minutes into minutes. First you need to learn all the minutes and hours calculation. Okay. So here the Greenwich time has given 12 PM and we got here 16 minutes at the 4 degree west, means 16 minutes back. So what would be the time in the 4 degree west? So here hours, Greenwich time 12 hours. Okay, so we will borrow. So here we will borrow, the thing is here. So for that we have to minus minutes. So we will borrow 1 from 12. 1 means here we are borrowing 60 minutes from 12. So as we have borrowed 1, it would be 11 here. Then 1 means here we are taking 60 minutes here. So here hours will be minus from hours and minutes will be minus from minutes. So here 60 minus 16, it would be a 44 minutes, and here it would be a 11. So what would be the time at the 4 degree west? It would be a 11 hours 44 am. So same here we will calculate here 4 degree east. So in this east time we will add hours from the Greenwich time. Again same calculation, 4 degree means 4 into 4, 16 hours. So hours will be added in hours, okay, and minutes in minutes. So 12 here, nothing is there, then we have to add 16 minutes here. Right children, 12 is here, 16 is here, then it would be 12 hours 16 minutes PM time here, okay. Then the next is there here, the Greenwich time has given 12 AM, then what would be the time in the 80 degree west? The same way we will calculate 1 degree 4 minutes, 80 degree 4, multiply with 4, then we will get 320 minutes. 80 degree we will change into minutes. So see here 320 minutes we will change into hours. So we will divide with 60. So we get here 5 hours 20 minutes. Okay. So the Greenwich time has given here 12. Then we have to subtract here 5 hours 20 minutes from 12 AM. So as 12 is here, we have to subtract 5 hours 20 minutes. As we will borrow 1 from the 12, we will get 60 minutes. Then it would remain here 11. Then 60 minus 20, 40. Then 11 minus 5, 6. So what would be the time in the 80 degree west? It would be a 6 hours 40 minutes AM. Okay. Then what would be the time here in the 80 degree east? Okay. So as same calculation, we will change this 80 degree into minutes. For that, earth takes time for moving 1 degree into 4 minutes. Then 80 into 4, 320 minutes. So as we got earlier, this is a 4 hours 20 minutes. So we will add 12 hours. Okay. In the 12 AM we will add 5 hours. So we will get a time. What would be the time in the 80 degree east? Okay. So 12 plus 5. It would be a 17, 20. So according to the 24 hours calculation, we have to reduce 12 from the 17. Okay. Then we have to reduce 12 into the 17. We got 5 here. Okay. So 5 hours 20 minutes AM. The time would be here in the 80 degree east. It would be a 5 hours 20 minutes AM. On our map or a globe, that is a Greenwich line, our prime meridian line, and other is the international date line. If you see around the international date line, you will see many islands. Kiribati Island, Suomi Island, Tonga Island, America Tonga Island. Because of these islands, this is international date line is curved. Some groups of islands, Polynesia, Melanesia, Micronesia, fall on either of the date line. So if the date line was straight, then two regions of the same island country or the island group would fall under the different date zones. Thus, to avoid any confusion of the date, this line is drawn through where the sea lies, not land. So we will go in detail for the international date line. So international date line passes through the Pacific Ocean. See children, 180 degree longitude is also important because the international date line runs along it. Day and date changes at the international date line. Crossing the international date line from east to west, a traveler will add or gain a day. While crossing it from the west to east, he will subtract or lose a day. The ideal does not cross any major landmass. It zigzags to avoid crossing a country or a major group of islands in the Pacific Ocean in order to maintain the same date and day at one time. Imagine the confusion in a country with two different dates and days. Since the 180 degree east longitude and 180 degree west longitude is the same line, we don't write east or west with this longitude. All lines of longitudes converge or meet at the two poles. So no need to get confusion here, children. You will see here, if you people will cross the east to west, you will add or gain a day. While crossing from west to east, it would be subtract a day. So now we will learn about the next topic, Indian Standard Time. So here we will discuss Indian Standard Time. India falls in the time zone lying between the 75 degree east and the 90 degree east. And therefore the standard meridian in India is 82 degree 30 minutes east, which passes through Mirzapur near Allahabad. The entire country follows the local time at this longitude. The time followed all over India is called the Indian Standard Time, which is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of the Greenwich time. So if you see the eastern value here in this map, 99 degree 0.7 minutes, and the western value 66.7 degree, then eastern value 99.7 minutes comes in the Arunachal Pradesh, and the western value of the 66.7 degree comes in Gujarat. So we know that the sun rises always in east, then it sets in the west. So in India, sun rises first in Arunachal Pradesh and sets in the west. So if we don't have 82 degree 30 minutes meridian, then what happened? Suppose if sun rises by 4 o'clock in the east, so it takes 6 o'clock to sun rises in the west. So there is a 2 hours difference. So it could have created confusion in time, in office time, in school time, our watch time, school time or watch time, office time would have been created confusion. So our government adopted Indian Standard Time 82 degree 30 minutes.